I learned to meditate in 1978. In 1978, I learned Transcendental Meditation at a trainer's house. This was a young woman. We went to her apartment. I don't remember if we sat on the floor or if we, well, I remember we did sit on the floor, I'm sorry, but I don't remember if we sat on the floor in her bedroom or in her living room. But we were on the floor and there was a candle, and here I was with a female, a total stranger, with my eyes closed, out loud making a noise I had never made before in my life. I could not have been more uncomfortable. I could not have been more self-conscious. And over the course of whatever it was, 3, 4, or 5 days, the only thing we were trying to accomplish was to meditate for 5 minutes. And it felt like an eternity. Now, of course, I had to start somewhere. And we all have to start somewhere. And what has happened over the course of all these years is that, as I said, my spiritual practice has gone from that first struggling, impossible 5 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour every morning. There are other pieces to daily practice that grow and evolve from the meditation. But I believe in a holistic approach. I believe that if we're going to have a daily practice, the daily practice has got to include mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. We have to take care of ourselves on all 4 levels. And the one piece where I think a lot of us missed the boat, certainly is taken, well, what it took was the entrance of Lisa into my life to teach me the fact that my physical daily practice was a disaster area. We need to be conscious of our nourishment. We need to be conscious of our movement. We need to be conscious of taking care of ourselves at all levels. How many people here have a daily practice? How many people meditate every morning? How many people who don't would like to meditate every day, would like to learn about that? Let me ask you a question. Where would this fit into your life? Anybody? Would you do it in the morning? Do it at lunch? Should do it at night? Should do it every chance you get? My favorite is Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer says, if you don't have time to meditate, meditate at red lights. There is always some kind-hearted person behind you that will let you know when the light turns green. They're everywhere. The founder of the Red Door, Aaron DeFort, and I have been talking for a month about what we might do to help the tribe to learn the beginnings of a new daily practice and to help those who have a daily practice deepen it. Would anyone here like some help with that? Would anyone like to participate in that? So here's what we're going to do. We're starting a meditation mastermind group here in Denver. It's already started where Erin lives in Wilmington, Wilmington, North Carolina. No, I hate those names that are in every state. Like Levittown. Anyone familiar with Levittown? Levittown is like this guy Levitt built these homes all over the United States, and everywhere you go there's a flippin' Levittown. So it can be Levittown anywhere. But Wilmington, North Carolina, where Erin lives, she's already started this mastermind. What we're going to do is we're going to explore, we're going to learn different kinds of meditation. We're going to support each other in overcoming our resistance and our stumbling blocks. We're going to help each other be accountable, and we're going to meditate. We're going to meditate. There are going to be 2 classes held here in Denver. There's going to be one class in the evening, and that class will be held at the same time that the class in Wilmington, North Carolina is held on different time zones, but it'll both be at 7 o'clock in their respective time zones. The reason I'm telling you that is because we are going to teach and experience virtually the exact same classes. So we're going to have a cosmic consciousness connection between Denver and Wilmington, and Erin's going to talk more about this when she's here in 2 weeks. So, here in Denver, on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock, starting March 11th, we're going to start these classes. We're going to start this mastermind group. It's not really a class. It's very, very interactive. There'll be some instruction, of course, to give it direction, but it'll be very interactive. It's going to be very much about supporting each other, because I know how hard it is to start something like this. How many people here exercise? How many people go on vacation and don't exercise while they're on vacation, and then come home after a week and spend 2 months trying to get back to exercise? I know how hard that is. Restarting or starting anything new is difficult, so we're going to support each other in that. But that's going to be the Thursday night class. Then we're going to have a Friday class that's going to start at noon. And that will be at the Center for Spiritual Living in Denver, 1420 Ogden Street in downtown Denver. So we have an opportunity to be part of a class at night or a class in the daytime. Not both. They're two separate classes. They'll be doing the exact same thing, but they're separate classes. Erin will be here to help me launch the first class on Thursday night. The Thursday night class, we don't have a location yet, okay? If anybody has a community center in their condo complex, a really big den, someplace that you would like to host the class, we'd love to know that. We have some sign-up sheets. How about a little music while I do a little sign-up sheets? My friend Barry Ebert has this great song. It's called I Will Step Aside. And while we're doing this, I'd like you to just listen to this, because this is about getting out of the way. This is about taking my bloated nothingness out of the way of those divine circuits. And listen to this. And we're just going to send out these, there's 4 sign-up sheets. Both days are on the sign-up sheet. Sign up for whichever day you're interested in. We want your name, your phone number, your email address. You are not signing up for the class. You are just signing up to get information about it. So if you're interested, please just sign up. We're going to listen to Barry here for a minute. I'll tell you a little bit more. Each of the sessions, they're going to be weekly. They'll be 90 minutes. Excuse me. And they're going to be, we're going to ask for a $10 love offering. Or you can pay in advance for 4 classes for just $35 and save a little money. Just listen to this song. Till I can hear what you say when you come. So I will step aside and let your love move through me. My heart is open wide. I've been hiding so long. A candle in the dark. So I don't want to spend a lot of time signing up here. Those sign-up sheets are here, and they will be here when we're done for you to take advantage of. We also have on the front desk flyers, little half-page flyers about the meditation mastermind. I think this is an enormous opportunity for the tribe to come together in community. This is where we become community and work together to support each other. So what I'd like to leave you with tonight is that in the end, spirituality is not just a belief system. It really is a way of life. And that way of life starts with the daily practice. Because over time, the daily practice will develop into what we practice daily. And that will include a plethora of tools and techniques that we've fashioned over time to help us transcend any challenge, any obstacle. Starting with daily spiritual practice, we open to the possibilities of all spiritual experience. But we must start, or we must deepen the practice that we already have. And all that's required to do that is to surrender. And what we need to surrender is our needs to control, our needs to understand, and our needs to judge. And then I need to allow forces greater than me to take the reins and simply trust that I will be divinely guided. The nuclear physicist Edward Teller said, when you come to all the light that you have, before you take that first step into the darkness of the unknown, faith is knowing that one of 2 things will happen. Either you will be given something solid to stand upon, or you will be taught how to fly. Thank you for listening. Namaste.